Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mariah, and here on this channel I post lifestyle and university related content. So if you're interested in that, make sure you subscribe and turn the notification bell to all so you don't miss a video. But in today's video, we're talking about overcoming hurdles / obstacles in life to achieve those goals or whatever it may be you are trying to get to, basically. So I use 3 different methods, but before I get to that, let me just address the hair tie. If you're probably wondering why the hell is she wearing a headscarf thing, yeah, lazy. That's why I'm lazy. Couldn't be able to do my hair. Anyway, so here are the 3 methods I prefer to use to help me overcome these obstacles or little bumps in the road on the way to my goals. I like to use manifestation, goal setting, and I like to use vision boards. So you may have seen at the start of the video, if you obviously watched the intro, I inserted a quote, and the quote says, "Acceptance of what has happened is the first step to overcoming the consequence of any misfortune." And that is so true, because if you're not willing to accept how far you've come or accept what occurred to reach you to this point, whether it be good or bad, I'm kind of just like, you're kind of going to stunt your own growth. I think personally you just need to heal, or if it was something bad you need to heal, you know what I mean? Just accept that. And another thing I have to add to that is like I said, understanding how far you've come. You may ignore the little things you've done along the way that are positive and got you here because you're just focusing on that big goal. And don't get me wrong, I do the same thing where I'm just like, but I want to be this, and I'm not thinking about, okay, but you've done so many great things. Not saying that you can't get there, but you've done so many great things and they deserve recognition also. And to add to that as well is that we will have to recognize that everybody's path is different. Not one path is always going to be the same. Just because your friend may have the exact same goal as you and they are on a different route doesn't mean that the route you are taking isn't the right one. It is the right one for you. And it's important to understand that. So sometimes I feel like we create our own hurdles and our own bumps in the road just based on our mindsets and just based on the fact that we haven't come to terms with the fact that we are all different. Anyway, little rant there, but hey. So I'm going to start off with manifestation. So, everybody knows what manifestation is. We're just like, okay, let's speak it into existence. Just say it out loud, say it with me. I will be healthy. I will be, you know what I mean? Like little things like that. And manifestation's good. Honestly, for me, it helps me stay determined and driven to that goal. Obviously within reason. Like if I want to be a doctor, I can't go, I'm a doctor, out loud, to people, because it's not legally appropriate. But you know what I mean? Little things. If you're like, I am a fitness guru or whatever, just it will help motivate you because you're imagining yourself and you're thinking of yourself, okay, I'm in this mindset, I'm doing this thing, and it will help drive you. For me, I was like, yeah, I am going to be a 2-1 graduate. Yeah, I'm going to do it. And I did it. So, you know what I mean? That was one of the things that helped me along the way when it comes to that. The thing with manifestation, I think, well, that's with any of the other methods I'm going to give you, goal setting and vision boards, you have to set yourself the right environment for you to be able to achieve these goals. So if you're in a bad environment with whether that be bad people or just other influences around you that are going to affect the way you're going to progress, I think you need to sort those out first. For example, if you're a person who's choosing to lose weight, you're not going to want to keep the junk food in your house. You're asking for a setback, you know what I mean? And it's just if you're trying to improve your mental health or something, and it's someone who's triggering you, keeping that person around may not be the best move for you. So just sorting out your environment, giving yourself a positive environment, just being positive in general is usually pretty uplifting and can help people overcome these hurdles / obstacles in their life. So moving on to vision boards. So vision boards are fun, especially if you're a little creative person, because you can everyone does it with photos typically, but you can do it with words as well. It's really up to you, whatever is your preference. I use photos, as you can see from the photo I've inserted here. I have stuff about graduation, so people with the caps, throwing the caps up. So I didn't get to graduate, have a full-on graduation last year because of the pandemic. But yeah, it would be nice to have a graduation for my master's, because at this point I don't think even if we had a graduation for my undergrad I would attend. But stuff like that, or as you can see, physiotherapy is on there because I really want to be a physiotherapist. And you got my YouTube goal of wanting to get 100 subscribers. I don't care when, but like 100 subscribers would be nice. Or like the goal about having a car and being a property owner, traveling the world. As you can see, Banff is there, like, you know, Canada. Not Canadian, but I'm obsessed with Canada. Like little things like that, and all those goals that I have on my vision board aren't something that I'm like, I must do them by the end of this month, or they must happen this year. It's something that I'm like, okay, these are my main goals in my life. And of course there's going to be other little goals that come along during, you know, my lifetime, but it's just like, hey, enjoy it while you can, you know. And these are the goals that may be changed, and I may take some things off and add some things on, but just having that vision board there is just helps sometimes. And you may not want to have it like that. I just did that for the purpose of this video, but you may have it on Pinterest, and Pinterest is really good for like creating little boards and all that. I have quite a few little boards thinking about it. But yeah, I think try that. That can be helpful. That helped me just visualizing myself in like different settings of how I would feel after achieving those goals. And lastly is goal setting. So goal setting is the typical one everybody tends to turn to when it comes to wanting to get past these little bumps in the road. It may be someone choosing to get like a short-term goal or a long-term goal. For me, one of my short-term goals was to get a 2-1 in time for graduation, and my long-term goal is to become a physiotherapist. And this short-term goal helped me, was helping me on the way to the long-term goal. So I have an example. So SMART goals is typically the process you go through to write up your goals. And I've written an example down for you based off the kind of mindset where I was at when it came to wanting to increase my grade. So S is obviously for specific. And for that I wrote a sentence saying, I will graduate with a 2-1 by bringing up my low to 2. So that's very specific about what I am trying to achieve there. The next one is M, and M is for measurable. So for that one, I wrote, I will achieve that 2-1 by aiming to have like no less than a 2-1 on all the remaining exams and assignments. So again, that's pretty measurable because, you know, if the grade's less than a 2-1 in the assignment, you know you're not meeting the goal and you need to improve. A is for achievable, and for achievable I will read more around my assignments, start much sooner, and not shy away from asking for help. I think that's pretty realistic, and I thought it was pretty realistic because before that, I didn't do much of those things. Like, don't get me wrong, I did the reading, but I did the bare minimum, and I started early, but I started earlier in my last year when I wanted to improve the grades, and the year before that, and the years before that. I'm not typically a person who will ask for help. I don't really feel comfortable doing it. And, you know, I had to suck up my pride in my last year because I knew I wanted to improve my grade, and if I needed help, I was going to ask for it. So, yeah. And R is for relatable. And as I said, I want to be a physiotherapist. So I wrote, I will improve my grade to a 2-1 because I want to progress onto a master's, and I am aware that if I have a 2-1 compared to having a 2-2, it will open more doors, like more master's application options for me. So that's why I did that. And T is for time scale, like time basis. How much time do you want to take to reach this goal? And I wrote that I will bring my low 2-2 up to a 2-1 in time for graduation. So obviously that gives you a time frame. I know I have the whole academic year to improve my grade and bring it up to a standard that I am happy with. But yeah, that's what I did. Those are like the 3 ones I typically use. Obviously there are many different methods that people may choose to use to help them overcome these little hurdles and obstacles they are facing in life. Not one is a must, you know, it all depends on your preferences. But that's a quick little video for today. And if you want to hit me up or want to ask anything else about how I do this or why I choose to do it, hit me up in the comments down below or over on Instagram at arayray.yt. But I'll see you guys next week. Thank you for watching.